Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining this week's webinar. This week we're going to be mashing up everything from the previous webinars into one. So just want to touch base. When you first log in, this is pretty much what you're going to see. If you have already posted a request, this is what it would look like. If you have not, it'll just show a rocket ship with a new request big blue button on it. So just to start off with, I'm going to actually start in our settings. So how you get there is you click your name at the top right hand corner and you click settings. This is where you can control everything about your account. So you have your profile, which will have your name, your job title, your email if you want to change your password, my agency. So what you have here is everything about your agency, your organization name, your agency type, your address, and then your terms and conditions. So what this is before a vendor can even submit their quote to you, they have to accept your terms and conditions. So anything that you need the vendor to know about your agency before they can quote you, you can attach any tax exempt forms, any vendor tips that you need them to see. So this way you can submit all that. So on every single request it re-pops up. Just so you can drag and drop, you can have a text box in here, anything like that. So there you go. Just make sure you always click that save button. Next, we have our custom fields. This is a great tool that you can play around with. So on every request, it could kind of look the same depending on what it is. You can make it more product specific or more service specific. Just some examples that we have out here would be model number, quantity, department. These are just things that you can all plug in to make it easier than to think, okay, what do I need to add next? What do I need to add next? It also helps your requests be as detailed as possible. So if you wanted to add anything else, how you got there again is you click add new custom field. You label it W9. Let's say that's what you need from the vendor. You can do a text box, you can do choices, check boxes. If you want a currency, like I want it to be this price. If you want to put in your address, if the shipping address is going to be different every single time, you can have a text with multiple lines and then a date as well. So I'm going to do check boxes just to kind of change it up. You can do yes, you can do no. You can use any ones, you can delete them, add more. Just make sure you hit that save button.
If you win the quote, we let you know. If you don't win, we let you know by email. And of course, if the agency responds back to
Sorry about that. I guess we already have that one, so I'm going to change it to, I'm going to say must include, state registration for agency. So if they're registered with your state, you can just say you'd like that as well. So these are all we have. You can edit them, delete them, however you'd like. The next tab we have is users. So this would be how you can add everyone in from different departments, any other members in your agency that could benefit from this. There's unlimited amount on here, so don't worry about that. You can add everyone in.
That's a great question.
You just click this invite users, type in their email, and click add. So it's super easy to do that. The next tab we have is for refer an agency. This would be if you know any other agencies who can benefit from GovQuote, please send them over our way, as well as invite a company. If you have a vendor that you like to work with, you can invite them, and it shows you exactly what that email is going to say. So it'll say, you know, Ellis from procurement from GovSpend Test has invited you to check out GovQuote. It's free, no charge at all for that, okay? So that's everything in your settings. Again, your profile, your agency, custom fields, any users. You want to refer an agency or invite a company, you have those options too. So now we're going to go to the My Requests tab. So this would be where you can find any currently published requests you have out live, ready to go to get quotes on. We have 3 other tabs, as you can see. We have draft, awarded, canceled. Draft would be anything just like an email you want to start but save it for later. Awarded would be anything you've awarded on the platform. And canceled would be anything that you no longer need last funding for other. Just so you always have them. You can always go back to them. Super easy to get to. So how you create a request? Super duper easy. You click new request, and like we saw before, you have those custom fields. They are optional. So if it doesn't apply to that current request you're looking for, you don't need to fill it out. But let's just say we're looking for some Chromebooks. and cases.
So it's kind of
So needing to supply Chromebooks to all students. So you would type kind of just a small detail, then you can change the maximum number of quotes allowed. We start at 5, it goes up to unlimited. I always say, put the unlimited in, that makes it more competitive. If a vendor sees that only 5 vendors are going to respond, they're going to be like, I can go at this price. If they see that 20 other vendors have responded, they're going to want to win that business, so they're going to come out more competitive. So you can do that. The next would be the due date. I always say give it at least 48 to 72 hours if you're really in a time crunch, but our normal website sets it out for 1 week, just so you have it. Next, we just fill in our custom field, so your model number, our quantity, we're looking for 100 of them, and this is for the IT department requesting them. Yes, we would like shipping included, our zip code, if you have a site location that you need the address, your quote on a PDF, tax exempt, warranty, you want 3 years, anything like that. You want a color, we want to have them in black. They want them Apple, we want to beat a price, they're W-9, if they're registered with the state, great. And then if you had any pictures, specs, line items that you already have typed out, please include them. The more information the vendor has, the more accurate your request is going to be. So next you'd click continue. So Chromebook is like a tablet, so I'm just going to use that as just a keyword. So we're going to look and we see these don't really work, but maybe computers. And as you can see under computer, it says tablet computers right there. Notebook computers, personal computers. So even though it doesn't say exactly, a Chromebook, that's what a Chromebook is. And we also want some cases, so we're going to do computer accessories as well. Super easy. Now we're going to click Save as a Draft. You can review your whole request to make sure everything looks good. Let's say you forgot something and you're like, oh, I didn't add something. Click this bottom button. It's called Edit. You can go back and add in what you would like. So you are tax exempt, so just want to add that in. Click Continue. You're not going to change your category, so you'll click Save as a Draft. It'll load, it'll pull back up, and there you go. Tax exempt is added. So if you're ready to go, bottom right, Publish. It'll double check with you to make sure you are ready to publish, and that's what you will select. So all your quotes will appear on the left-hand side. I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like in 1 second. So we go back to My Requests at the top. Now we see Chromebooks and office chairs. So how that works is you can see that someone has responded by a new message right there, as well as this little ding at the top. So you can just click Dismiss. We can go into office chairs, and now we can see a vendor has responded. $100 a chair for 35 chairs that we had. This includes shipping and handling. Perfect price. You can see that they've changed their their price. They've agreed to our terms and conditions. They created a quote. It's all right here, and it's all date stamped and date and time stamped. So you can go back. You can see 1 out of unlimited quotes have been submitted. Let's say you get 5 quotes in, and you need to change this quantity from 25 to 35. So what you can do is, instead of messaging every single vendor that has responded, you can simply click on this group chat feature. Click Open Group Chat. Now you can message everyone, updated quantity to 35. Please change your quotes. That way, you're sending a message out to everyone who has responded about it, and it's in a group chat. There you go. So now we've started the group chat. Now they can go and update their pricing. Again, here you can find both of your open requests right here. So let's say you like their price, it looks good, you want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Can you please submit your quote on a letterhead /PDF. Now we can send that message to them. It works just like an instant message. So if they're not logged in, they're going to get a little email ding that says they've gotten a question from you, and vice versa. If they respond, you'll get a little email ding as well. You can log back in and reply just on your email. If this is the vendor you would like to go with, you can click right here, Select as Best Quote. It'll double check with you. It'll send an email out saying that that you have selected their quote, it was the best one, but this is not an official order. So we can select best quote, but now you're in charge of cutting that PO, you're in charge of getting that credit card information out to them. So what you can say is, we will be cutting the PO in 3 to 5 days. Please submit W-9. That's what you need, or if you need them to register on your website, you can send all that information to them just on this chat. So now we just wait for them to respond, and now the quote moves from that published to awarded. So right here, again, we went from published, now we're under awarded. Click on what office chairs that we were just working on, and now you have that complete audit record that shows when you published your request, when you talked to the vendor, who said what time, what day, any documents, and how many vendors were solicited. Just like that, you can go back to it at all times. Don't worry, it doesn't go away. We always have it. Again, my requests and the awarded tab. Let's say you're looking for these Chromebooks, right? And you get your pricing and it comes back that it's going to be over your bid threshold. So it's not going to be out for bid for quote anymore. So what you do is you click cancel request, select your reason. This is a duplicate, or this is a no longer needed. You can say yes, you will be using GovQuote again, and over bid threshold. There you go, cancel request, and there you go. So it just informs the vendors that you're not going to be going with anyone, and it's no longer on the site. So there you go. If you ever want to share a request with a vendor, all you do is, here's your request. You click the share request button located at the bottom right, share request. You can click this email and it'll create a complete email for you, and it'll say, you are looking for XYZ, here's the link, they can create a free account, and that way the vendor, your current vendor, can be added into the system and can quote you on the same spot as well. So you have all your quotes in one area, you can compare pricing. Maybe your current vendor is very comfortable with where you're at right now, so what you can do is you'll be able to share it with them and they'll be able to see that you are getting competitive quotes on that. So again, it's on your request, bottom right, share request, right there. So that in a nutshell is GovQuote for everyone to see. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to us. This little blue chat box is us in real time. It's complete instant messaging, just like State Farm or AT&T. Whoever you're talking to, you can say, hey, need some help, can't award, need help finding a category, anything like that. We are here to help. Just chat us on that little blue button. You'll see us. We'll be able to get back to you. So thank you all so much for joining us this week, and have a great one.